Today I'm going to tell you about the things that I have found that make my life just simpler and I think are just amazing products. I'll link everything down below in the description box so you can check these out if you want to. The first one is this little guy, which is a kitchen gadget that solved my chicken problem. This is the wireless smart thermometer from the brand Meater. Whenever I would go to make chicken, and if you know me in real life, you know that all I do is talk about how much I don't want to make dinner. I'm always concerned about having it cooked well enough, and then I would cut it in half and open it up with a fork and try and see if there's any pink in the inside. And by the time the chicken would actually be done, I'd have it chopped to bits practically, and most likely it would be overcooked because I'm just conservative that way. But this little guy changed that. It comes in a little box like this, which actually is the charger. And all you do when you want to use this thing is you just take it out, stick it in the raw meat up past that line, and then there's an app on your phone and you just select what you're making. And then it actually just will tell you what the recommended cooking temperature for that meat is, and then you just put it in the oven and the app will just alert you when your meat is cooked to the recommended safe cooking temperature. So easy. I have done this with chicken, with pork. I even tried swordfish only because when I was looking at meat at the deli, they had big chunks of swordfish steak there and it said the recommended cooking temperature, and I was like, hey, I can use my Meater thermometer. I did not love the swordfish, but I might not have cooked it in the most delightful way. The next item is another kind of techie, gadgety thing, and that is this Sharmast portable charger pod brick block thing. I know there's like a million different kinds of this thing that do the same thing, but what I really kind of liked about this is that on the back, when I flip it over, there's 4 cords that are just connected to this charging pod thing. So it's got the USB, which charges the pod. So that's this guy. This one charges all of our Apple devices. This one charges a whole bunch of the kids' things. And then it also has the, I think this is the little HDMI, the baby HDMI. And I like how they just pop in there and it stays flat and it's fairly portable and compact. And also what I like is that when you press this little button on the side, it tells you what % of battery life is left. So when my kids drain this thing, even though I told them they're not allowed to use it, I can see that it's got like 2% or it's just dead, and then I can charge it for myself. I really liked that all those cords were built in so you don't also have to have cords laying around. And actually when I was looking this up to find the link, I saw that this particular brand, Sharmast, makes another one that has a little plug on the back, so you just fold down the little prongs and stick it in the wall flat, and then you can have all your devices, you know, charging from that. But I thought that was kind of handy too. So they're making improvements over at the Sharmast factory. Next item is not a gadget, but it's a facial gadget, I guess. As a fair-skinned, freckled person, I find it more and more important to protect myself from the sun every day, even if I'm not going directly outside, because I'm crazy like that. And I have tried so many lotions with SPF in them that just feel like you're putting sunscreen on every morning. I just do not enjoy that greasy feel. Like, so I got a recommendation from a friend to try Supergoop, and I'm sure you've heard of this brand because like it's everywhere, but they make all these different sunscreens and fancy expensive sunscreens for kids. And I tried some of their unseen sunscreen and I thought that felt really amazing, and it didn't feel like a thick, heavy, greasy sunscreen on my face. But the one that I've been using lately is this Triple Prep. And if you saw my skin up close without the nice lighting, I don't know if you'd take my skincare recommendations, but it just goes on like a face lotion. This one is SPF 40 and it says it's a weightless multitasking moisturizer. And then on the top it says every single day, which I like to think the meaning of that is that you can wear this every single day and not feel like you got a bunch of grease on your face. I would recommend just trying some of this if this is something you are looking for in your life. The next item is something that once I converted to these over a different style, I just absolutely, well, not all the way refuse, but practically refuse to use the older style. And that is these soft hair bands. These are by the brand Bess Rung, and I actually just ordered a bunch more because my daughter uses them too, and I just lose them all the time. And they are super cheap, come in a pack of like 1 million, and they are so soft. I got these because my daughter has blonde hair, I have dark hair and gray hair, and then either of us, I mean, I don't really care, but they are just soft and stretchy and they don't break your hair like the old bands. They're just great. I just love them. So give them a try if you have hair that you put up all the time. You don't want it to break off all the time. The next item is a replacement. A lot of these are replacements for things that I used to have. That is a replacement for this. Does anyone know what this is? This is a very ancient Fitbit. It's the Fitbit Flex 2. I just love to track my steps. This thing kind of just quit working. Here's what I wanted. Here's what I dreamed up in my brain. I wanted a watch that looks like a watch that tracks my steps. And the only one I could find in the whole history of the world is this that I'm wearing right now, Garmin Vivo Move. It's a regular watch that looks like a regular watch. It has hands like a regular watch. But then watch this. Give it a couple of taps and it tells you your steps. And then you can slide through and it gives you your messages, the time, everything. And then, watch that, hold on. And then it just goes back to a regular watch. This does like a million things. It will sync with your phone. It gives you your messages. It does your heart rate, sleep. It's like a million, but I only really do a couple of the things. If you are someone who likes to track your steps and have everything kind of like in an Apple Watch style, but have it look prettier and a little bit more unique than an Apple Watch, I would suggest this 100% or for a gift for someone or something. This particular style is the Vivo Move 3S, I think, but on Amazon you can find their newer styles and they all kind of do the same thing. And it's just pretty. It's just a pretty watch that does a lot of things. The next item is another replacement for something you might already have, and we have a couple of, and that is a replacement for these dinky little tiny baby umbrellas. I don't know about you, but in my whole life, I just have never really been prepared for rain, apparently. I felt like more and more we were ending up at like sports things or kids' baseball games, and everyone would pull out their nice, decent umbrellas, and my husband and I are just like cowered under these little dinky things getting wet. This is our other umbrella, and it's a little baby, tiny umbrella. This is a tiny umbrella. So I bought us a big umbrella, a decent umbrella that's actually going to keep us dry. This isn't even the biggest size. I'm not sure what size this is, but you can even get bigger than this. If you don't have a decent sized umbrella, just buy yourself one and you'll be glad to have it when it rains. If you are liking this video and you wouldn't mind me knowing that you like the video, I would really love it if you hit the like button down below. Thank you for doing that if you do. Another item that I really love on Amazon is actually this t-shirt I'm wearing right now. I did a video maybe a month ago where I just tried on all these plain t-shirts on Amazon. This is the one that I really liked the best. It's by the brand Akasor. I just like that it has a little longer sleeve. Super soft. I've washed this and dried this and it maintains its shape. I have this in multiple colors and I just think it's a great t-shirt if this is a style that you like. The next item that I love is this blanket by the brand MH Myloon. I actually ordered a whole bunch of these kind of Barefoot Dreams inspired blankets, but this is the one that I love the most. It is super thick. I think the print is pretty and it's actually quite large. This particular one has a reversible print from the front to the back. Something that I just absolutely love about this blanket is you can just throw it in the washer and the dryer and it won't fuzz out or get all pilly or weird, and it doesn't shed on you, and it just maintains its wonderful lushness. I know it's summer and it's hot, but if you're looking forward to fall and cooler weather, definitely check this out or put it on your list for later in the year. Sticking with the textiles category, this is a towel by the brand Nomadics. Here's what I love about it. It's the size of a beach towel. It's super soft, but it's a packable towel, so it's really absorbent and it dries really fast. It's just so incredibly soft, and it's like my new camping towel. I'll just keep it in the camper and then no one gets to use this except me. Because otherwise we bring a bunch of towels in the camper and I use one time after a shower, and then pretty soon my husband's like wiping the bird poop off the side of the camper or something with it, and it just becomes a rag. But now I just have my own towel that is not a rag. It is a towel for me. It's just a great towel. It packs up pretty small and it dries really fast, so I just love it. The next items are, again, oops, a sneak peek, replacements for things that I used to have. So maybe last year or 2 years ago, I splurged on some blenders. sunglasses, and I ended up losing both pairs. So I was looking for some new sunglasses, but I really like those styles, and I just kind of ended up finding some on Amazon that I really like also. I have super sensitive eyes, and so sometimes even inside I feel like I want sunglasses, but these are a very, very dark. I don't know if they're, I mean, I'm not like a sunglasses expert, but I just think they're super dark. They block all the sun, and I don't think they look so bad. They're plastic and they're super comfortable. They're just kind of a unisex pair of sunglasses. The other pair I got are a little more snazzy, as snazzy as I get with my sunglasses, I guess, but they have a gold side and a little bit different style. But again, these look exactly like the blenders that I used to have, and I think they look nice. I don't know. They're just, I'm not super particular. But anyway, if you're looking for some new sunglasses and you like either of these styles, I would recommend you check them out. I like them. And I wear them all the time. If I make more of these Amazon favorites videos in the future, I will put a link here to that playlist. And if you're curious about what you can find as far as fashion items on Amazon, I will put a link to some videos here where I've tried on a whole bunch of different things on Amazon to see if there's any good ones. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.